NFL 23 on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tagovaila.
For the second consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both have winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to pass, Tua. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll make it third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here we go, set.
Here's Tagovaila on 1st and 10. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's second and a yard. A handoff running left is Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
Tua now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Opposite, green. Check, pink. Smith, red. Black one.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of the team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They begin with a run by Penny. The solid stiff arm. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready!
Now Geno on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Smith. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here we go. Start.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Going to the air. Tagovaila. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over the football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Smith. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Geno. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south in Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Tagovaila. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 23 yards to pick up there. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Ready? Go! Set, cut.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's go now.
Here's Tagovaila to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Yellow, line, check right.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, a give to Penny. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. The guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, let's gauge our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua, his throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's Gaskin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the 1st quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. This is the tight end Fan. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in to get some.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Give the sack to to Jerome Baker.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Okay, ready?
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Tagovaila working out of the gun. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Check pink. Smith red.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now come the Seahawks. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Smith sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly. Get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. On 1st down, it's Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out, because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline, because they all went over to congratulate their punter, because they remember it was his kick that sent them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complimentary football, and they got it done.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Okay, ready?
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moved.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks take back over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and the Dolphins touchdown. So this defense defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Play action. It's Smith. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Tagovaila and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ready. Ready.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Ready, set. Ready.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now they're on first and goal. That's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On the double.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come in with points due to his leg.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Geno. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Geno on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. John Jenkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, and his throw's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Going to the air, Tagovaila. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Smith on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Penny running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They keep it with Penny on first down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Penny. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Ball with a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Go!
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ready.
From the 25 on second down, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovaila. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead out to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Penny on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Geno now to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan. Fights through him. Touchdown, Seahawks.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. Miami set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tagovaila are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Couple of Alabama guys there, 2 and a Waddle for the Miami first.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Cut. Ready?
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovaila. That one complete to Hill. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a...
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. Out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field states.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing now is Geno. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Ready.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Tua.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Ready.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the right side here with Penny. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd and 2.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Penny, the first down carry. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On second down, here's Penny. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, oh, if I get one more shot in an important spot, he just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
From the 6. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here we go.
Tagovaila and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovaila. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this past the 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. A solid stiff arm. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Penny. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Okay, ready?
Smith on third down. Out to his left. Leaves it for Penny. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Ready, ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll toss it to Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the draw, this is Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. From the 6. Mostert quick, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run wide side here with Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Let's go.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now Tua. Touchdown!
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Well, they got the ball
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. Throw left side caught by Goodwin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They snap it to Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Here's Tagovaila to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 8. 1:54 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Tagovaila. Another catch there for Waddle.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Tua to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith. And he finds Penny. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Smith going to throw it. Incomplete.
Now he's been a busy man out of the backfield and looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Come on. Hey.
On 4th down, Smith. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is converted.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one too low.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One final try for Tagovaila. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high-percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.